Hi everyone, welcome back. Last time I did one of these little Lego building sets, I made this MTV cassette player slash boombox with an actual little working door and cassette tape in it, and it's so cute. And I adore it so much, I figured, why not do it again? So this one, at its horrible angle, you can see is actually a cassette tape. It's a little mixtape, and it has like that little sticker where you can write what the mixtape is titled and what songs are on it. It's also blue, so it matches my little boombox, and I am so excited to build this. Unlike our last one, which was almost a full 100 pieces at 96 pieces, this one is only 80, so it will be a lot faster. Our last one was 16 steps, so I wonder if this one's going to be about the same. Unlike our little boombox, which has an opening and closing door, this one doesn't really do much of anything other than potentially tilt up and down so that you can lay it either completely vertical or horizontal. But I still think it's going to be a cool thing to add to my desk. So let's get right into building. Once again, right out of the box, we have a bag labeled 1 and a bag labeled 2, and we'll be opening them both up in just a moment. It also comes with an adorable little poster that describes how to build it. Oh, these must be our stickers. Oh, for some reason we have two. I guess that's a front and back. Isn't that really cool? I'm excited to put these on. They look like they're transparent. Let's set the instructions off to the side. But really fast, I almost forgot to mention, this one somehow has 19 entire steps, which is 3 more steps than our boombox. I can't imagine that it's more complicated though. It looks like it includes less pieces for each section that we're building, so this should go by pretty quick. Okay, for step number 1, we're going to need this really long, skinny blue piece. And 2 of these individually tall blue pieces, if I can find the second one. Here it is. And then we're going to need 4 of these pieces that are just like normal blue bricks, but then they have like these see-through outward holes in them. Okay, so it looks like that we're going to be putting these singular blue pillars on each end, and then we're going to be filling it out with the rest of these pieces. Step 2, we're going to need 4 of these singular flat nubs. And then we're going to need 3 of these longer flat pieces. And it looks like all of this is going to go right at the base here. In kind of like a pattern where you stick each one close together like this. In as straight a line as possible. Let's see if I can just plop the piece on it rather than sticking each piece in individually. Ah! Oh no, I was so close. Okay. Let's put this last piece in. Boom. Already off to a pretty solid start. Next we need this really long white piece, and there's supposed to be these cylinders. Perhaps this isn't the piece that I need and I actually need this clear one, because although the paper shows the cylinders like this, they look white on the page but still transparent, so I imagine these are the ones that we need instead. These will go right at the ends. And this one will fill out the middle. Oops, I accidentally put those ones at the ends on backwards. We actually need to rotate them off to the sides. And here we have it. Step 3 completed. For step 4, we're going to need these clear pieces. They kind of look like little windows to me. And they probably are repurposed windows. And then we're going to need all the green pieces that we have. We're going to start by taking these little green pieces and putting them right at the ends. Maybe you can tell by how much my hands are shaking. I am not a professional Lego builder. And then we stick the little windows next to them. And we fill it all out with this last green piece. So far, so good. And it's going by pretty fast. Next, we're going to need the rest of these see-through pillars. Or perhaps not all of them, but just 4 of them. Apparently we have 6 of them. We're going to be positioning them so that the outward holes face backwards. Step 6 is pretty simple. We just need this giant pink bar. It's going to go right on top. And then we also need our last 2 clear pieces. And the holes are going to stick out on the sides just like the other ones. Though I am a bit worried with how flimsy these sides are looking. I'm sure it will come together later. Step 7 only has 2 pieces, including this giant white piece that I thought we needed earlier, and this bluish green see-through flat piece that's going to go right on top of everything. So far, our cassette tape is looking rather two-dimensional. Very flat. And then this piece will go right on top. It kind of looks like the front to the house rather than a cassette tape so far. Doesn't it look like just a little cottage? Let's see. For step number 8, we're gonna need 5 of these flat, solid little bricks. And they just go all the way on the top. Step number 9 actually looks the most complicated of the steps that we've had so far. We're going to turn the piece around. Let's lay it down for right now. We need these little black tire looking pieces that are actually rubber. They're kind of flimsy. I hope they don't degrade over time. And then we're going to need 2 of these flat white circles. And then we're going to need 2 of these little buttons. So the ends of the little buttons go onto the flat side, and then the flat side go into the tire. And then these go right in the windows. They don't really have anything keeping them in place though. For step 10, we're going to be filling up that gap with 2 of these solid blue bricks. And they go right on the back here. Though the windows aren't looking super great. Maybe I accidentally put them off to the side. Well, sadly, it doesn't look like they're ever gonna look even, but I can at least do my best to make them look good. Good enough, I suppose. For step 11, we need these weird flat corner pieces. Or at least 3 of them. And I suppose that we're doing the same exact thing on step 11 and 12, just on both sides. We take one piece and we put it down. Like so. And then the other pieces go up in the opposite direction. and then we flip it over and do the exact same thing. Step 13 through 15 actually has us set this off to the side, as we're going to be building the border around it. We're going to need these two slightly longer flat blue pieces with 6 of these short flat pieces. It says that we just take these shorter ones and we put them on top, and we do this twice, so it's pretty simple. Next we're going to get these corner things, and we're going to need 4 of them. We're also going to need these 2 shorter pieces. And on both of these corner pieces go on, of course, the sides, with one of these going in the middle to fill it back out. So now we have 2. The last step on these is to take all of these little flat pieces, 3 for each, so 6 in total. And we're just going to be covering up these center nubs. Ooh, that was a good click. For step 16, we take our one piece and we connect our sides. Just like so. Now it's starting to look like a cassette tape. Steps 17 and 18 is all about building the base. So we're going to once again set this off to the side. Actually, we'll set it in an area that you can see. We're going to need this really long, thick, red flat piece. We're going to need all 3 of these solid flat red pieces. And we're going to need 3 of these smaller flat red pieces. It's rather simple. You just take these three and line them up together. The other three, you're going to put two next to each other at the top, and then we're going to skip a row and we're going to put one at the very bottom. And this is going to be our platform. Next we're going to be building the ramp that actually puts this at an angle. We're going to need this little funky doohickey that has these weird kind of rivets at the sides. We're also going to need this one that has like this weird lumpy base thing. We're also going to need this one that has this weird lumpy base thing. Here's the rivets, just in case I didn't get a good video footage of it while I was speaking about it. And last but not least, our last little red piece. It's just a normal little flat red block. We take our weird riveted piece and try our best to get it aligned here. Oh, there it goes. Whoa! It actually has like... That's so cool, look! It actually has... Oh my gosh, it actually works! That's so cool! I didn't know Legos could do that. It has a ratchet joint. That's so amazing. And then we just layer like this. Look at our ratchet joint work. I don't know if you can hear, so let me get some microphone noise. Isn't it awesome? So then we just plug that into here, of course. And last but not least, we plug in our cassette tape. Right here. Though I think it would have been easier to plug the cassette tape in and then plug it into the base, but this is how the instructions do it. Our actual last step is to put the stickers on, though I probably should have done so before we connected it to the base, just so that I had a flatter surface to work with. I'm going to be doing my absolute best to get these as even as possible while trying to do it while filming. And once again, I just don't have tweezers. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here we are, side one done. Let's see if I can do the same on side two. I just barely got it a little crooked right here, but it's not even that noticeable. Thank you, transparent stickers. I think this back half is just a little bit worse, but that's okay. And of course, we have our two leftover pieces. Just like our two leftover pieces from last time. And there we have it. our cassette tape. I think it's really cool. It turned out a lot better than I expected, and even though it had more steps overall, it was a lot quicker to build this than it was to build the little boombox. It even has its own little stand, which I think is pretty neat, and I can angle it at different places. I can have it this way, I can have it more up. I honestly really love this. This is so cool. But out of both of them, I actually think I prefer the boombox. I think it's more versatile, and honestly I preferred building it more. It has more dimension to it also, and there was lots of pieces I didn't expect to turn out the way that they did, so it was just more creative for me to build this one. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you would like to have more Lego building kind of ASMR videos, definitely let me know. Please leave a like, please leave a comment, please be sure to check out the links down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!